Hi, lovers, and welcome back on this channel again. My name is King himself, your superstar host. Yeah, some people will say King here, King the King. All right. Okay, now, last week I actually let you guys know about the state of the marriage of Mr. Ibu. Mr. Ibu, that's John Okafor. Mentioning John Okafor, Mr. Ibu. What comes to your mind straight? Yeah, what really comes to my mind is Aki and Popo. They are funny, puny faces then, and Mr. Ebu as their father, running after them, chasing them, after they've offended him or maybe destroyed or affected his parole whenever he wants to show more. You understand? So this guy has been a very wonderful person and a wonderful man in the comedy industry, especially the Nollywood industry. Now, he's not saying, no, this is not a turn back because last week we heard that himself and his woman already settled. Don't forget that the woman chatted Gist Lover up. Yes, Gist Lover is a very popular blogger. If you don't know Gist Lover, you never know anybody. Yes, Gist Lover is a terror, or he or she is a terror. We don't know the gender of Gist Lover. We don't even know their identity. But Gist Lover is the identity to especially Nollywood stars, which has left many people to believe or thought maybe this guy or this lady or this wonderful person called Gist Lover is even part of the Nollywood actors or actresses where we don't really know that there's not there are no there's not really any foundational truth to know if Gist Lover is an actor or actress. Okay, now the wife of Mr. Ibu last week chatted Gist Lover up and said, okay, Mr. Ibu is not having my time again. There is a girl that has been having, that has been creating herself as an awareness for my husband. My husband does not take care of us again. He does not pay the school fees of our children again. And then, in other words, Mr. Ibu said no, that the lady in question is his daughter, his adopted daughter, who has been with him since she was a toddler. Now, this is the reverse in the case. Now, as Mr. Ibu says, this is my fifth and worst marriage. I don't want to marry again. He said he does not want to marry again. What is really happening? According to the wife, though, last year I told you guys that Mr. Ibu is suffering from dementia. What is dementia? I believe it's a memory loss where you suddenly forget who you are, forget who you're marrying, who you are married to, or it's just like amnesia. Yes, that's how it works. So Mr. Ibu has shed more light on the recent family crisis. And the veteran actor, when asked the state of his present marriage, he said, "This is my final marriage." All right. He said, "If this one falls apart, I won't marry again." Wow. It means this man has been facing a lot in this marriage. But when we it has never been a record of him being treated badly by his wife. Though, yes, that's just our own opinion. Ah, he said this is his fifth and the worst marriage because his wife adopted what is not obtainable, and this feels like punishment, not marriage. I doubt if I'm still in the marriage because it seems she has already prepared her mind to leave, and I'm not going to stop her. I support her living. Each time I see her, I begin to breathe erratically. Ha! And it is not good for me because I'm not ready to die. There are opportunities God exposed me to that are of interest to me. Now, if we want to ask, we want to be shocked, even we know that it might not even be Mr. Ibu that is writing all this. I'm telling you, don't forget that the wife of Mr. Ibu, the woman said that Mr. Ibu has, that the lady Jasmine by name, that's what she bears, that she is even in control of all the social media platforms of Mr. Ibu, ranging from WhatsApp to his Instagram and Facebook and everything, even Twitter. So she tweets anything she likes. So where, because according to the woman, I mean the wife at home, she believes that Mr. Ibu is suffering from dementia. So she does not even have, he does not even have the prowess or the wisdom to handle any social media platforms now or construct. Well, let's continue with this. Let's continue. But it's so painful. More. Mr. Ibu, the marriage shouldn't be having any issue. Asked if he was still married when he adopted Jasmine Choma, the Enugu State born actor said after his fourth marriage that he adopted Jasmine. She was still a girl of about 12, 13 years when he adopted her. And he said he adopted her because nobody cared for her. She was abandoned. I usually go to places and listen to people. She came to me and told me she was interested in acting. She does not know who her biological father was, and her mother didn't used to discuss anything about him with her. She told me she used to watch my movies and she loved me so much and I'd like to be in my care. I asked what level of education she had, and she told me to help her complete her education, which I did. Well, he did that. That's a very good thing, at least. That's added to the respect people have for Mr. Ebu. She bears my name, but it wasn't only later that the adoption was legalized. Her mother consented to me adopting her ear. Mr. Ibu also claimed that after he recovered from the poison attack, he started having issues with his wife. Yes, it was so massive. And then it was even the daughter, the so-called adopted daughter, that was with him throughout. Yes, he was the one. She was the one with him throughout, like being with him, even in the hospital on the sick bed. He got himself back. Like the lady was so much there. Yeah, it was a poison attack. It was even later after he got well that he made us to know and he shared with the whole world that Biko they don't they don't do this to me. I beg, let me beg them. Oh, they've poisoned me. Oh. He said right from time she had never allowed me to rest. That's talking about his wife. He said when I was hospitalized and she came to the hospital, it was like war. She kept complaining that I did not care for her and the children. I made arrangement to give her some money, but she said it was not enough. That I should add something to it. I did. And after she left, she did not come to see me again throughout my stay in the hospital. When you were to marry your wife, you said you introduced her to Jasmine. Yes, that was the question that was asked. And she said he said yes, that he actually introduced Jasmine to his wife and introduced his wife to Jasmine. Okay, oh, this is my daughter. I've adopted her. And then he said, what really affected me, like what really bothered me, was when he said each time he sees his wife that he begins to breathe erratically. Is that not really scary? I believe when you see your partner, your spouse, it's something of joy you should be happy about. Like, wow, this is my partner, this is my spouse. But you now falling sick, more that was a deal. It is somehow, I'm not gonna lie you. I'm surprised so much. But it is well. Mr. Ibu. That's just the latest gist about Mr. Ibu. He said that this is the fifth and worst marriage, and he does not want to marry again, which means anytime he might give the woman red card and tell her to leave his life, which is very, very, very impending now. It's an impending issue that might happen anytime, any day. So let's wait for Gist Lover to see another thing because Gist Lover um, was the one that the woman, that's his wife, yeah, Patience Okafor. Yes, that's the name of the wife. That was who she actually reported to Gist Lover, and Gist Lover, imagine. Gist Lover also made some findings, and Gist Lover even dragged the innocent lady. That's just well, we don't know if she's innocent or not. It can be very crazy at times. Oh God, celebrity lifestyles, man. It can be so funny. But this is Mr. Able giving us hints that he can never remarry and he can leave this marriage anytime any soon. Thank you very much and God bless you. My name is King himself, Superstar. To have a very lovely day and a fantastic week.